Well, yeah.
But I'm like, I don't even have 5 dinks. I don't even have 1 dink. All right, lines in, let's go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Fishing with Gramps. Today I'm fishing in my first ever GRBY derby. GRBY stands for the Grassroots Bass Yakin, and that's what this tournament series truly is, grassroots. The tournaments are set up on various lakes with specific tournament hours, but you can pick one of the 5 days, Thursday through Monday, to fish it. That way, if you work nights or weekends, you can still compete in the series on one of your days off. I love this format. It truly is for the working man. I have 3 goals today: not to get skunked, not to finish last, and to catch some fish and properly upload them to Tourney X. I've done a few month-long challenges, but I've only fished in the evenings for those here at Boggs, so this is a new experience for me. I haven't done a ton of public water fishing over the last 10 years because I work on a federal installation with some Great Lakes and its fences, but those were all closed last year due to the virus. Oddly enough, that forced me back onto the public waters, which led to my discovery of these great kayak bass fishing tournaments. So let's get to fishing. Gotta catch a fish under the bald eagle, right? Well, he hit it. Somebody hit it as soon as it hit the water. Can y'all actually take it? See, I didn't say I would show you how to catch fish in a tournament. Just said I'd show you how to fish a tournament. And there was a swing. I keep getting little hits, but nobody taking it. This lake is not known for big bass. I think the biggest I've caught out of here is maybe 15 or 16. There's a 16 on the board and a 13 on the board right now. But hell, I'd take 5 12-inchers today. And there's guys that know this lake well, and they've caught 16 and 17s out of here, which I had no idea they were getting there. So that's a good sign that, you know, a few years down the road, oh, there was somebody popping another swing at it, but they're just kind of swiping. Is that a fish? I didn't get a hook in him. He had it, I think. Seemed like I was getting, I mean, I got a bunch of smacks with the frog, just it didn't seem like it was anything big enough to really take it. But yeah.
No, if you hit him with the frog, it's big.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, come on.
Just like it's known to be 15 inches.
Yeah. I mean, I was figuring I would have 5 or 6 at least dinks by now.
2 hours later.
Well, yeah.
But I'm like, I don't even have 5 dinks. I don't even have 1 dink. I've always caught fish around grass, and I'm just not catching any fish anywhere near grass. All right, I'll keep you posted, homie.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, all right, later.
Later.
More grass. Every time I think I have a bite, it's grass. Where are these fish? Now, I've caught fish under this dock before, so. Thank you. All the other cameras don't seem to be wanting to run, so this may be the only one I see. Well, I just found out something that I'm stupid for now. I just found out that any fish is measurable. So I could have had a couple of more fish on the board, but I thought it was the 12-inch minimum like KBF. But this particular series, it's any fish. So I've got a 15 and a 13. Even if I can catch 3 more dinks, at least I'll have a limit. I wondered how everybody had limits so fast. I mean, I expect the sticks to have, you know, a bunch of like 15s and whatnot, but I was like, how are y'all limited out in the first hour? Well, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're still in this. We'll never give up. Shoot. Shoot. Did you leave me all the big ones? Yeah. All right. You know, I didn't find out till about 20 minutes ago there's no minimum. Oh. That's why you're supposed to read the rules.
Did you take pictures of them?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're not 12. They're not big enough. I ain't going to bother with it. I was talking to, I think it's Chris. Yeah. And he's like, oh, dude. Yeah. I was like, well, I didn't know.
He just caught one in that boat right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So show me how to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I had, I don't know how many blow-ups on a frog this morning. Didn't catch a one of them.
I caught a 17, almost 17 inch on a frog.
Yep.
The dock's right by where you put in.
Put it, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started back in the back there where, I mean, I've caught them decent back there before, but I mean, I didn't get bit till I got all the way out here and back on this side. I mean, they were swiping at it, but I'm like, I got to go find some now. Right. And so I started catching dink after dink after dink, and I was throwing it back, and he's like, oh, because I told him, I said, I finally got a 15. I said I had a couple that didn't measure. He said, what do you mean a couple that didn't measure? I was like, well, yeah, they were only 9. He's like, dude, and Grubby, we measure them all. I was like, oh no. I was like, well, lesson learned.
I kind of like that, because I mean,
oh, it makes
it for fun. I mean,
yep.
You catch dinks. Sometimes that might win.
Well, you know what? It's kind of like the MLF format. You're catching fish and you're measuring fish, and I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna next year. I'm gonna get a whole lot more involved.
Yeah.
I hadn't done any kind of tournaments until, you know, kind of this year.
Yeah.
After doing boat tournaments, you know, 20 years ago. No, but I like this format, so I'm gonna do it a lot more often. I dig the whole picking a day out of 5, and it's a complete working man's tournament series, and I love that. Well, I figure I'm just donating money, having fun playing. Gives me a reason to come out and actually run into other anglers and meet new folks. It's a good time. Well, it was nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up fishing for the next, I don't know, 30 minutes or so before the time ran out. We had 3 goals at the beginning of this: to not get skunked. Hey, we achieved that goal. To be able to upload some fish into Tournament X successfully. We did that with 3 fish. Didn't get our limit, even though technically I could have, had I bothered to read the rules and understand that any fish counts. So we caught 5 fish during the day. Now, had I uploaded all 5 fish, I would have met the 3rd goal of, you know, achieving a limit, having all 5 fish, but we didn't. But had we would have had another 20 inches of fish, because I caught an 11-inch fish and a 9-inch fish, which would have given me 20 more inches, which would have bumped me from, instead of being at 43.50, it would have put me at 63.50, which would have moved me well into the top 10. Out of 20 some, I think it was, anglers that were fishing these 5-day tournament, I finished 11th, which I'm still happy with, but I could have made it into the top 10 had I uploaded all 5 fish. But lesson learned. So next time we'll work on doing better. The next GRBY event, we'll work on getting our first limit of 5 fish, and we'll try to improve a little bit each time. That being said, I really, really enjoy this GRBY format and look forward to doing more of them in the future, which we will. So stay tuned. Until next time, get outside when you can. Make some memories. One cast at a time.